everybody, Gina DeLuca here. All right, today I'm going to be testing out a new paint in a straight pour. I'm using the Folk Art Milk paint in Shaker Red, to which I have added some Liquitex Basics Quinacridone Magenta. I just wanted to change that hue a little bit, and adding that made it a beautiful red. It's very pretty. It was a little on the orange side before, so I just wanted to change that just a bit. I also have one of my favorite cell makers, Liquitex Basics in the cadmium yellow light hue. I have Artist Loft Old Gold, and for my background color, Liquitex Basics in Dioxazine Purple. I know for sure that that yellow and that purple make beautiful straight pours. And we're gonna see what happens. I have mixed these. Let me see which one would be the best one to show you consistency. The consistency on my scale would be between a 1 and a 2. It makes a slight mound and disappears immediately. Before we get started, I need to show you my fluid art inspiration cards. If you've already seen this, feel free to fast forward to the painting. For those who haven't seen these yet, this is what it is. There are 42 technique cards that have an associated video. So you have a tutorial on everything from the colors to consistency, a little box that has some tips. It has a color palette that goes along with the painting. And then these two boxes are meant to go together if you wanted to do a 2-color pour. For instance, the purple and yellow, one of my favorites. Also included are 8 bonus color palette cards, each one having 5 different color palettes. And you can choose just a couple of colors from the palette, or you can use them all. You can mix and match. Say you pull a card and say, oh, well, I already did this one with these colors. You can grab another card and say, okay, I'll do it with these colors. Or choose from the color palette. Lots of fun ways you can use these cards, especially when you get stuck. I know a lot of people right now are kind of going through the doldrums because we are all cooped up in our houses, and you can kind of get hard to find inspiration to do anything. Pull one of those cards. Learn something new, if it was something you haven't done yet. First, I'm going to put some of this purple in my cup. Doing about 2 ounces in the cup. Set that aside and lay down my base coat. Okay, my base coat is down, and now I'm going to add my colors to my cup. I'm going to do the gold directly over top of the purple because I actually want that to form a lacing over top of the purple, if possible. peering in between the cells. We'll see. Do the red next. And my yellow. You can see in the cup there's already lacing with the gold and the red. Hopefully I will get that on my canvas. Okay, let's make a mess and see what happens. Okay, so far so good. I have a fiery look going on, which is what I want. I'm just going to move this around a little bit so I can get an idea of how this might react before I decide which directions I want to go first. Okay, I'm going to come this way first and catch this and stretch that. I think some cool stuff might happen on that end. I love what's happening in the center. It looks very fiery. I'm going to use my corner catcher here. I don't want to lose any more than I have to. Bringing the weight of the paint back to center. We should be getting some more cells popping up in that purple on this side. It's generally how it works. Okay, now I'm just moving this around gently. Not trying to change the composition much more than where it is, but moving it around allows that purple paint background to stretch. And it allows these cells to pop up. You can see one right over here. That's why you have a tendency to get a lot of those on the edges. I think some folks called them measles at one point. I call them cells. I guess it's if you wanted them or not. If you don't want them, then they are like measles, I suppose. And I think someone embraced them and called them pearl cells. I'm just stretching that top layer, moving it back and forth and bringing it back to where it was, so I'm not changing the shape of anything so much. Okay, I'm gonna let that sit. Don't know where that one purple cell came from. Probably dripped on it or something. Okay, I'm gonna let this sit and see what happens, but so far, I am loving this. All right, back in a few. Okay, here it is in all its glory. It came out very pretty. I do love the lacing, or just the gold. Did exactly what I wanted. I just wanted hints of it in between the colors. I didn't want gold cells. I just wanted that delicateness. I do have a corner of it up there. Watch out for your tropophobias. But I did get cells. I got those red cells from the milk paint. Very fiery looking. I dig it. That kind of gets on my nerves. Looks like a comet. It was like one purple cell that popped up. I don't know if I accidentally dripped. Not sure. But there it is. I hope you enjoyed and I hope you learned something. Do take a look at the description box below for links to, let me see if I can get the color better. It's kind of making my camera go crazy right now. There's a lot more depth in that red than what you're seeing. I don't know if there's any angles where it's going to pick it up correctly. Maybe from up high? No. Oh well, you have to see it in person. Anywho, check out the description box below for links to my PayPal tip jar if you feel so inclined. Also, I have Venmo now. They don't take the cut that PayPal does, so that's appreciated. My Amazon store, if you enter through that link, anything that you purchase off the entire site of Amazon, I receive a small commission of at no additional cost to you. My website, GinaDeLuca.net. That is where you can find my art and my music and the fluid art inspiration cards available for sale. Do check out our Facebook group. Go make some art. Post your masterpieces. Ask your questions. Get some inspiration. And what else? Oh, you can check out my music video for my song Better Than Chocolate, the title track off my new CD, which is available at GinaDeLuca.net. Okay, that is it for today. Y'all stay safe out there. Stay corona free. Oh, it's starting to pick up those colors now. All right, that's better. Keep your hands away from your face. You know the best way to keep your hands off your face? If you have a glass of wine in each hand, you can't touch your face. There you go. All right, y'all. I hope you have a beautiful day. Now go make some art.